What is up guys? This is Bullshot, back again with another Call of Duty mobile video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So in today's video, I am gonna be covering the top 5 best guns to use inside of the Battle Royale after the complete release of the Season 5 update. Now, just like the top 5 loadouts video from the previous season, I am only gonna be using those 5 weapons in this video, which are normally findable throughout the entire map, and basically discuss the best gunsmith loadout for each of these 5 weapons. Now, some people may say that a few weapons from the outside of the Battle Royale are giving pretty decent performance, such as the Fennec or the MSMC. I am gonna be covering those weapons in another separate video. Today's video will mainly be featuring only those weapons, which are normally obtainable as ground loots. The entire thing may be a little bit longer, but the loadouts will be extremely helpful for you. That's why I am suggesting you to stick to the end of the video. Now, if this is your first time here in my channel, then be sure to press the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I make some great tips and tricks videos and make some pretty powerful loadouts for the Battle Royale. And trust me, you don't want to miss out any of my custom build. Anyways, with that being said, let's get right into the video. Before I start the video, I just want to mention that this top 5 list will only feature the automatic weapons, such as the submachine guns, the assault rifles, and the light machine guns. But for the snipers and shotgun users, you guys don't need to worry either. Because, after covering the entire top 5 list, I am gonna be sharing some of my great sniper and shotgun loadouts for the Battle Royale. So don't forget to stick to the end of the video. Anyways, starting at number 5 spot, we have the Holger 26. This is a newly introduced multifunctional weapon inside of the Battle Royale. It has some great amount of damage and pretty high fire rate, comparing to some other LMG options. Although the mobility can be a huge downside, which can be improved using the perfect attachments. You also may need to use the classic red dot sight with this weapon, as the default iron side of the Holger 26 is not that user-friendly at all. Anyways, with the custom variant of this weapon, I mainly focused on the recoil management and the overall mobility of this weapon, and made it kind of an assault rifle, which can be a great alternative choice for the AK-117. Let's start with the Ranger for grip. This underbarrel will greatly improve the vertical recoil and increase the ADS accuracy by a pretty decent amount. Then add the OWC Laser Tactical. This will increase the aiming speed and improve the ADS bullet spread accuracy. Now add the 26K double stack rounds, which is basically a 35 rounds magazine. This will increase the overall mobility by a pretty significant amount. You can also choose to use the monolithic suppressor instead of this magazine. Then add the classic red dot sight. This optic attachment will be helpful to take on long-range engagements. And lastly, add the granulated grip tape. This rear grip will greatly improve the ADS accuracy for mid to long-range combats. Overall, it is a pretty balanced loadout for combats of any ranges possible. It already has some great hip-fire accuracy in general, and with these attachments, you can some great ADS accuracy for long-range engagements. The recoil management is pretty easy to control, and with the 26K double stack mags, you basically get highest amount of mobility out of any assault rifles. I said assault rifles because by removing the base magazine, it is no longer an LMG, as the overall mobility has received some significant amount of boost. Anyways, for the mods, as I am not using the default 100 rounds magazine, that's why I am suggesting you to use the extended magazine mods with this custom loadout, which will give you the best results. And now, coming at number 4 spot, we have the DRH. This is basically the SCAR of the Call of Duty mobile. It is a pretty easy to use high-tier assault rifle with a pretty high amount of damage and some great recoil management. It also has some great mobility as well. The only downside with the ground variant of this weapon is, since there is only one variant is available as a ground loot, which is the level 4 purple one, it is extremely hard to be found inside of the Battle Royale map. But still, if you manage to find it, the DRH can be a great alternative for the mighty AK-47. Anyways, for the custom version of this weapon, I mainly focused on the overall damage range and improved the ADS accuracy, which is a great downside with this assault rifle, and made it super versatile for mid to long range engagements. Let's start with the OWC Marksman Barrel. This will increase the damage range and improve the overall recoil management by a pretty significant amount. Then add the OWC Laser Tactical. This will increase the aiming speed and improve the ADS bullet spread accuracy. Now add the classic red dot sight. This optic attachment will be helpful to take on long-range engagements. Then add the granulated grip tape. This rear grip will greatly improve the ADS accuracy for mid to long-range combats. And lastly, add the 30 rounds OTM magazine, which will increase the overall ammunition by 10 rounds, and it will also increase the base damage by a pretty significant amount. Overall, it is an extremely powerful loadout for mid to long-range combats. It has the highest amount damage out of all the automatic weapons, and accuracy-wise, you won't be disappointed with this custom loadout. Also, the DRH has some great overall mobility in general, so the decreasing mobility on the paper won't be noticeable at all. I personally feel like this loadout can be more powerful than some great AK-47 custom builds. Anyways, as the loadout comes only with 30 rounds magazine in its chamber, I recommend you to use the highest variant of the extended magazine mods. This will greatly help you with the ammunition management. And now, coming at number 3 spot, we have the AK-117. This is a mid-tier assault rifle with a pretty moderate amount of damage and super high fire rate. You generally may find 2 different variants of this assault rifle as ground loots. One of them is a pretty basic version, and another one is the level 3 blue variant, which comes with a 48 rounds extended magazine. Statistics-wise, it is a pretty easy to use weapon in close to mid-range distance. But when the range increases, the recoil pattern of this weapon becomes extremely hard to control. That's why I have focused only on the hip-fire accuracy and the recoil management with the custom loadout of this weapon and made it a super versatile choice for close to mid-range engagements. Let's start with the MIP Light Flash Guard. This muzzle attachment will simultaneously improve the ADS and the hip-fire accuracy of your weapon. Then add the OWC Marksman Barrel. This will increase the damage range and improve the overall recoil management by a pretty significant amount. Now add the MIP Laser. This will boost the sprint to fire speed and greatly increase the hip-fire accuracy. Then add the Merc for grip. This underbarrel will improve the vertical recoil control and maximize the hip-fire accuracy of your weapon. And lastly, add the granulated grip tape. This rear grip will greatly improve the ADS accuracy for mid to long range combats. Overall, it is a pretty optimized loadout with a pretty decent damage range and some great amount of hip-fire accuracy. The Marksman Barrel gives you some great control on the overall recoil management. And I am pretty positive to say that, out of all the assault rifles, this one can kill in a pretty short amount of time, in up close distance. Also, you will get some great ADS accuracy from the granulated grip tape. Anyways, for the mods, I am personally using the purple variant of the extended magazine mods with this custom loadout, until I find the void mods in the map. Now, coming at number 2 spot, we have the QQ9. This is a submachine gun with the highest amount of the fire rate out of all the weapons available in the Battle Royale. In close range engagements, literally no ground weapon can kill faster than the QQ9. It pretty much shreds enemy, even if the enemy is wearing a level 3 vest. Now, you basically can find 2 different variants of this weapon on the ground. One is a blue variant, and the other one is the purple variant, which comes with a 10mm 30 rounds magazine. Both of them are pretty decent, but I think the blue one kills a little bit faster, comparing to the purple one. Anyways, for the custom variant of the QQ9, I mainly focused on the hip-fire accuracy and made it extremely optimized for close-range combats. Let's start with the MIP Light Flash Guard. This muzzle attachment will simultaneously improve the ADS and the hip-fire accuracy of your weapon. Then add the RTC Recon Tac long barrel. This will increase the overall damage range and improve the ADS bullet spread accuracy. Now add the MIP laser. This will boost the sprint to fire speed and greatly increase the hip-fire accuracy. Since the fire rate is so high, we need a bigger magazine with this custom loadout. That's why, add the 45 rounds extended magazine, which will help you with the ammunition management. And lastly, add the Merc for grip. This underbarrel will improve the vertical recoil control and maximize the hip-fire accuracy of your weapon. Trust me when I say, this is the fastest killing loadout, which can be a perfect choice for a secondary weapon. It is a great alternative and can be a great counter against the shotgun players. It has some great amount overall mobility, which helps you move extremely faster in open area. And with the tac long barrel, you can get a pretty decent boost on the overall damage range. It also provides you with a great amount of hip-fire accuracy along with a high fire rate, making it a ridiculously fast killing weapon in close range engagements. Anyways, for the mods, I personally use the dense fire mods until I find the QRF mods. Or you can even go with the extended magazine mods as well, because accuracy-wise it is extremely optimized, to be honest. Now, before I get to the number 1 spot, I have one honorable mention to talk about, which is the M4 LMG. This light machine gun is a great alternative for the Holger 26, which I previously have covered in this video. This high damage weapon has some great range and pretty decent ADS and hip-fire accuracy. But the overall mobility, such as the aiming speed and movement speed, can be some huge downsides if you are fighting in an open area. Also, the recoil pattern sometimes can be extremely unpredictable for long-range engagements. Now, the custom variant of this weapon has all these problems solved, except for the mobility. I mainly focused on the overall damage range and the bullet spread accuracy for long-range engagements. Here is the entire loadout for this weapon. I have used the monolithic suppressor to increase the overall damage, which is providing me with some pretty decent results. The OWC laser tactical and the granulated grip tape will help you with the ADS bullet spread accuracy. Now, since this weapon is meant to be used for long-range combats, that's why I am using the RTC steady stock. This will provide you with some great stability in mid to long-range distance. And lastly, I am using the classic red dot sight because the default iron sight of this weapon is pretty horrible, to be honest. Overall, it is a great alternative to the Holger 26 and basically most of the weapons which are used for long-range engagements. The recoil management is pretty optimized and you'll get pretty awesome ADS accuracy in long-range distance. Anyways, for mods, I personally use the golden variant of the stabilizer mods with this custom loadout, but you can also choose to use the QRF or the dense fire mods as well. And finally, coming at number 1 spot, we have none other than the AK-47. This is a very high damage assault rifle, which is mainly optimized for mid to long range engagements. Sometimes, the ground variant of this weapon feels so much powerful that you can finish an entire solo versus squads match with it. It's basically at the top tier of the Battle Royale for several seasons. And I don't see any changes anytime soon. Anyways, for the custom variant of the AK-47, I mainly focused on the damage range and improved the ADS accuracy, which are two most important factors for mid to long range engagements. Let's start with the MIP Light Flash Guard. This muzzle attachment will simultaneously improve the ADS and the hip-fire accuracy of your weapon. Then add the OWC Ranger barrel. This will increase the damage range and improve the overall recoil management by a pretty significant amount. Now add the OWC Laser Tactical. This will increase the aiming speed and improve the ADS bullet spread accuracy. Then add the granulated grip tape. This rear grip will greatly improve the ADS accuracy for mid to long range combats. And lastly, add the classic red dot sight to finish the build. This optic attachment will be helpful to take on long range engagements. I have tested multiple builds for this weapon after the release of the Season 5 update, and this one is the most versatile one out of all of my AK-47 loadouts. People mainly gonna be using this assault rifle for mid to long range combats, and this loadout has a great balance of damage range and ADS bullet spread accuracy. Although I haven't used any underbarrel with this loadout because the recoil feels pretty easy to control, for me at least. Still, if you are a default iron sight user, then you can switch the classic red dot sight with a Ranger for grip, which will improve your recoil management by a pretty significant amount. Anyways, for the mods, I am recommending you to use the purple variant of the extended magazine mods, which is pretty reasonable. And now, as I have mentioned in the beginning of the video, here are some of my snipers and shotgun loadouts for the Battle Royale. I don't have much decent gameplay with these loadouts, as I don't use snipers that much. And as for shotguns, I use them here and there, but don't find them more exciting than the submachine guns. Still, you can totally trust me with these loadouts. One thing I can promise you that, you won't never be disappointed. Anyways, that's basically it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed today's contents. It would be greatly appreciated if you drop a like and share this with your teammates. And if you are new here, then don't forget to press the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I upload some pretty helpful tips and tricks videos and make some pretty powerful gunsmith loadouts for the Battle Royale. And trust me, you don't want to miss out any of my custom build. Follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server for exclusive tips and more awesome content. Links are provided in the description. Alright then, have a great day. I'll see you at the next one, with my newly updated sensitivity settings, and some of my awesome HUD layouts for the Battle Royale. Till then, take care. Bulls out.